welcome to my channel. This is Winner here again. So on the last video that I uploaded, which was my intro video, I mentioned that I'm going to upload or publish another video which kickstart the channel, kickstart the whole conversation. And the first video I said I'm going to post is about how you can start your career in tech regardless of the field. It could be software engineering, it could be data science, it could be AI engineer, whichever one, because I've gotten quite a whole lot of DMs. People have reached out to me to ask the question of, oh, I'm finishing school, how do I want to be a data scientist, how do I start? I want to be a software engineer, how do I start? These key points or key guides, let me call it a guide, will help you in terms of identifying what will work for you, because Mr. A did software engineering doesn't mean software engineering is for you. For example, back in the days, my roommate was a software engineer back end, but I ended up being a data scientist, right? So your friend is doing software engineering doesn't mean you also should be doing software engineering. So this guide will help you identify what will work for you, and then also help you in terms of guiding you through sources, because what you don't want to do is to be in what we call tutorial hell or going in cycles. So the first line item on my list here, or the first guide, is for you to understand your background. It's very, very important, because this is what will complement whatever skill you want to acquire. A typical example is I have a background in computer science, which means it can complement whichever skill I want to acquire in software engineering, because back in those days we did programming. So if you take for example, you did fancy, or you studied mathematics, you studied statistics, this will highly complement a background in data science, data analytics, business analytics. If you did physics, whichever one, right? I guess you have a picture of what I'm trying to illustrate here. So it's very, very important for you to understand your background and then choose a field that will complement, or that your background will actually complement. Then the next step, once you've done that, the next step, and for people that doesn't have a background, if you are still in school or have a degree yet, there is no cause for alarm. So you just keep that level, go to the next level, or go to the next point, which is what? Ask the question of what should you study? So a lot of people tend to not do their research. It's really important, and at this age nobody is going to give you all the time in the world to do the research for you, tell you, okay, I've done all the research, this is the learning part, this is what you need to learn, this is what I think you should do. Nobody should tell you what you should study or which field you should venture into. You should tell yourself that, or you should do that yourself. So it's really important for you to do the research. So you've done the first level. The second level is to then research into all these different roles, all these different fields. So from software engineering to data science to program manager to project manager, UI, UX, all of them. AI engineer, research all of them. And then when you are doing that, one of those roles, right, will really spark an interest in you. And then remember, if you did the first level, it is now easier for you to even identify which field you should venture into, because now you have a background, and then whichever background you have, you should pick a field that you can use your background to complement, which means learning will also be easier for you because you understand basic concepts within that particular field. And then let's say you've identified what you want to learn, you want to be a data scientist. The next thing is to identify a community, right? Identify communities within your area, identify communities within your school, identify communities within your state, and identify communities within your country, identify communities outside your country. It's really, really important, guys. I'm a product of community. Community gave me the visibility that made me who I am today. So when I'm talking about community, I'm really serious about it. because it's in community that you see people that are doing the same thing that you want to do. You'll see people that want to do the same thing that you want to do. Form a mini community. It could be a community of learners, people that will hold you accountable, people that you can also hold accountable. And then this also helps you with the next step, right, in this guide, which is what? Identifying a mentor. So when you now belong to all those communities, it will be easy for you to identify a mentor. And mind you, there are different types of mentors, right? There are mentors that stand as sponsors, maybe people that give you money, give you encouragement, and then there are technical mentors. So community helps you to identify technical mentors, and sometimes even sponsors, right? Because when you start creating visibility for yourself within community, you see people that will just love what you are doing, love your energy, love your push, love your growth mindset, and they will be willing to, support you with laptops, support you with fund, whichever one it is. So the next step is what? Identifying a mentor. I will say identify technical mentors most times first, right? Technical mentors, because these are the people that can then help you to not fall into tutorial hell, to not fall into the cycle of learning where you are continuously learning without understanding if your learning is enough, without having a kind of a gauge or an evaluation matrix that will tell if you can start applying for jobs now, you can start applying for internship now. So technical mentors. So the next step, which is we're at number 5 now, which is means of sustenance. So the mistake that a lot of people make is they think tech is a quick get rich scheme or something. It's not like that. Your mindset is, start this today, the next month I'm earning 500k, 600k. Please, you can just pause this video and go your way. But if you want something that is a long term, so starting a career in tech is a long term commitment. So you need to have means of sustenance. A typical example is when I was starting, I think I'm actually going to do another video of how I applied all these things that got me where I am today. That got me from no job to 6 figures. So watch out for that video. So I don't want to make this video very long. So the next step is number 6 is start learning. Now you've identified your background, you've aligned your background with your interests, you've done the research, picked a field, identified with a mentor, technical mentor, you have a means of sustenance in terms of what can help you with getting data, eating, feeding, paying your house rent while you are in that learning phase. So you've identified that. Now you've started learning. The next step is, which is item number 7, is what? Build while you learn. Applying what I call the law of consistency and visibility. I spoke about this in my last GDG conference in Imo State. I'm also going to do, because it's a long conversation, the principle of visibility, consistency and visibility. So look out for a video on that also. So item number 7 is what? Build while you learn. Applying what? The law or principle of what? Consistency and visibility. This is really important, because if you are continuously learning and learning and learning, there is nothing that is evaluating your skill. So building projects, use cases, these are things that evaluate your skills, right? And I don't mean building calculator. You can just Google 10 beginner use projects in data science, or 10 intermediate projects in data science. If you're in software engineering, you can do it the same way. If you're in project management, you can do the same thing. If you are in whichever field, you can do the same thing, and you will see a whole lot of projects online that you can actually build. And while you are building those, you are applying what? Consistency and visibility. Visibility is you are I said I will not make it long, so watch out for that video. So number 8 is engage in community activities. So now you are learning, now you are building, you are acquiring experience, you are acquiring skills. It's time for you to start sharing. It's time for you to start helping people that are at the level 1 of the principle or this guide that I'm talking about today. People that are still trying to identify, people that are looking for mentors. Yes, at this point, you can also mentor other people. You can be a technical mentor to other people. Engage in community activity. Be active, engage, help people, talk about your stuff, mentor some people. Just be very, very active. Is really, really important, because this also helps you with your consistency and your visibility. Yeah. So the next one is, which is number 9. We're almost done. Which is number 9, which is what? Accept what? Failure, as things might not work the way you want. Yeah, so a lot of people make the mistake of thinking they figured it out, right? Especially when you've passed guide 1, guide 2, guide 3, guide 4, guide 5, which is you have a means of sustenance, you've started learning, and then you are at building, and then you are building stuff, you are shipping stuff, you are talking about what you are doing, but then after 1 year, 2 years, no difference, nothing is changing. It's not you, it's just life, right? So this is the point where you go back. Try to figure out, sit and do what I call self-reflection. I actually do that every year, regardless of whatever I'm facing in my life, but I actually do it every year. Do self-reflection, to ask the question of, what did I miss? What did I do wrong? Because if you follow this step by step, trust me, you'll be in a good place. But if by any means it's not working out, after 1 year, you've tried this, after 2 years, and still the same story, you need to sit down and ask yourself, which step did I miss? Which step did I not do well? Most of the time, it falls back to consistency and visibility. If you are not succeeding using this guide, trust me, 85% of the time is because you are not applying the principle of consistency and visibility. It's either you are applying one without the other. So you are being consistent, but you are not creating visibility for yourself. Or you are creating visibility for yourself, but there is no consistency. Consistency in the sense that there is no actual work, value to your work, right? You are just talking about you living in past glory. Let me just use that word. Yeah, you are living in past glory. Every day you are talking about projects that you built 6 months ago. Every day you are talking about, the conference you attended 1 year ago, something like that. So sit, reflect back, go back to the guide. Maybe you can go back to the beginning of this video and watch it again to make sure that you ticked all the box, right? So, and then the last one is what? Cut yourself some slack. You are doing well, you are doing good, you are trying, right? It's not easy. It is not easy. Trust me. You want to watch my the next video I'm going to drop, which is how I applied all these principles to move from no job to 6 figures. I will show you, practically how I was able to engage in community, get a mentor, activity, creating visibility, my consistency, what I was doing and all that. But then it can be overwhelming sometimes. It can be overwhelming. Talking about this, I can remember back in those days, I and my roommate those days, I will buy different SIM cards so that we'll be doing nice subscription, we'll be learning, and then we'll be asking the question of, when is this going to end? And this is where you need to always remember consistency and what? Visibility, just be doing it. But then, give yourself some resting time, right? Try to encourage yourself, which is why I'm always emphasizing on the fact that you need to do what? Identify with a community. you need to do what? Join a community, because being in a community will help give you that confidence that you are not alone, give you that peace of mind that you are doing the right thing, because you see other people that are doing it, and then you are seeing people that have already succeeded doing what you are doing. You are all seeing people that are already there, that place that you want to get to, they are already there, right? So take some time. Also, don't forget to rest once in a while. Don't fall into tutorial hell. See you on the next one. Bye.